What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment here, and we're back at it once again with another Chicago Bears podcast. Coming at you today with another loss for the Bears. They're going to wind up losing this one to the Detroit Lions, another divisional loss. This makes it 3-13 for John Fox against the NFC North Division. Just unbelievable, man. A 27-24 loss. Bears had all the momentum in that first quarter, man. They took an early 10-0 lead. And then a bad snap wound up changing the game. Trubisky just didn't take the ball away from Cody Whitehair when they were under center. So you're still seeing he's kind of still struggling underneath center, looks like. He definitely can't make those mistakes. Lions scoop it up. Trubisky tried hopping back on it. Lions scooped it up, took it in right into the end zone. And that pretty much just almost kind of derailed the whole situation after that. When that happened, you could just feel the tide switching into the Lions' favor after that point. But the Bears, eventually they did wind up responding back. Jordan Howard was able to rush in for a touchdown. And then the onslaught of the Lions offense began. Wound up scoring 17 points unanswered. And it got ugly after that. The defense just wasn't able to do much against that passing attack. The Lions definitely got an amazing attack through the air. It's always kind of been like that since Stafford has been there, especially when they got Calvin Johnson. But since he's gone, he's definitely found a way to get the ball to Marvin Jones, Golden Tate, just other guys on the team, Eric Ebron, the tight end. He's done a great job finding his guys, but the biggest thing, the secondary and linebackers look lost out there in coverage. When they ran zone, you could definitely tell. Matthew Stafford was just picking them apart left and right. Stafford ended the day 21 for 31, just missed 300 yards by 1 yard, and he had 2 touchdown passes. Now, his quarterback rating was a 72.8, not the greatest in the world, but I don't know how they figure out these calculations or anything. So, but it's just another loss that that this team just couldn't afford. What is that? I believe that is 3 in a row. The Saints. Yeah. So they lost to the Saints, bye week, Packers, Lions. 3 straight losses in a row. Bears are falling at 3-7 on the year. And it's ugly. It is ugly. Now, the one bright spot of the day, the offense finally came alive. It was nice to see a change in this offense. The first quarter, the first drive, it was like, all right, well, Trubisky, screen pass to Cohen. It goes nowhere. All right, then he winds up throwing an incomplete pass. And then next thing you know, wound up picking up a first down. They keep it going. They pick up a couple more first downs. You see them driving the inside the 5. Weren't able to put it in. Set it for a field goal. Defense gets a fumble on Stafford, and the commentators got it right. Kwiatkowski definitely got bailed out by the refs not seeing his hands to the face. He put it up there quick and then got rid of it real quick. So may have been the reason why he was able to get away with it, but refs got to do a better job of seeing that. Fortunately for us, it wound up turning out in our favor. So, and then we wound up getting a fumble recovery, marched right down the field, and Jordan Howard ripped off the big run. Commentators saying this is a lot of teams. So a lot of teams like to take that shot deep downfield after a turnover especially around the area. We like, nah, man, our shot here, we run the ball here in Chicago. Jordan Howard gouged in for a 50-yard run. And it looked like, okay, the Bears are going to be out here playing today. Then they wound up going up 10-0 in the game. We're like, yeah, man, these Bears, man, they are here. We were finally going to get things back on track, especially after the Green Bay debacle. You were just sitting there like, this is what the team was supposed to look like coming after the bye, not what they pulled off last week. I don't understand what in the world they did last week. I know I haven't had a couple of videos on the pretty much the in-game reviews. Pretty much just my thoughts in general. But after last week, there was just nothing for me to talk about. I did not want to speak on that game at all. On the Saints game, I was going to, and then that game, it was just like, it was kind of like last week, I guess. It was just more of a disappointment throughout the game, but it is what it is. This team, man, they just can't find a way to win games. I don't know what the situation is really, why they just can't find a way to get out of their own dang way. But outside of that, like I said, I definitely enjoyed seeing what the offense did this week. It was definitely much, much improved. I don't know where this crap was the last few weeks. I know they just didn't think Trubisky was ready to handle the load. The kid definitely went out there, played a good game. Now, he was 18 for 30, only 179 yards, but you saw the growth throughout this game, especially on the final drive. 4th down and 13, nobody open. He's improvising. He scrambles, winds up picking up the first down. That's not a play Trubisky you expect Trubisky to make. That looked like something a Michael Vick or a Deshaun Watson type, a quarterback that's known for running, was making. And he went out there, picked up the first down, then delivered a strike to Dontrell Inman to put us in field goal range. And that bum, oh my goodness, that bum, Connor freaking Barth. I tell you, man, I am so done with this idiot. I just do not understand why they think that he should still be on this team. It is absolutely ridiculous why Connor Barth is still a member of this football team. First off, they didn't bring in any kickers on the bye week. They didn't bring any kickers in during the Green Bay week. They just said, okay, yeah, we're fine with Connor Barth kicking field goals. You know, he can't make a 48-yarder inside a dome. Like, what kind of crap is that? And then to make it worse, they brought in a kicker this week. The week after Connor Barth had his probably best game of the season. He went, either 3 for 3, 4 for 4, whatever it was, versus Green Bay. And then they bring in a kicker, the Chiefs former kicker, I believe his name Cairo Santos. I'm not sure how you pronounce his first name. But then they finally bring one in. Don't sign him. I don't know if he's really healthy or not yet, because I think he had an injury at the beginning of the year. Therefore, that's why the Chiefs have their kicker now. And that dude is a pretty solid kicker. And then you got the fact that Jake Elliott for the Eagles, he was on the practice squad for the, I believe, the Cincinnati Bengals. I believe the Chiefs got their kicker off of Carolina's practice squad. So it doesn't make any sense why Connor Barth is still on this team. This dude should have been cut on the bye week. There is no reason this man should be on anybody's roster. The dude can't kick. You go from one of the greatest kickers in the NFL to this. You had Robbie Gould. Now, Robbie Gould struggled that first year that he was with the Bears, with this new regime. I'm not going to lie. He struggled. He missed a couple of kicks. He missed one against Washington and San Francisco that would have won them the game. And yeah, I mean, struggle. I mean, sometimes kickers struggle sometimes. But the fact that you went from the Bears, probably greatest kicker of all time, to Connor Barth. I mean, this dude missed the dang field goal 10 to 15 yards right. It was a 48-yarder. Matt Prater, who they said was struggling from like inside 40, the distance that he went, he drilled it. He had another good 3-4 yards to go. And he hit a 52-yard field goal, or whatever the heck it was. The fact that Connor Barth is still on this team makes no sense. I don't care if Pace likes him. I don't care if Fox likes him. If you have an offense that's struggling, you gotta have a kicker that knows how to make a field goal. That is absolutely ridiculous that this man is still a member of the Bears. I just can't I just can't think of it. Why he would be any reason to be on this team. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and transition over to the defense. Sorry about the rant. It was much needed, though. I'm sick and tired of Barth being on this team. If they don't have a new kicker going into this game against Philly, I mean, but I'll just cut your loss. It's not like they're going anywhere. Anyway, you're 3-7. You're not going to beat Philly. You're not going to beat the Vikings at the end of the year. They're not going into Detroit to win. I mean, this team's going to wind up falling 0-6 in the division. I mean, John Fox, man, my goodness, I just don't understand this. I just don't understand the decisions him and Ryan Pace are making so far. But yeah, like I said, I gotta go ahead and switch over to the defensive end side of the ball. That defense, man, you can definitely notice when Danny Trevathan is not playing. And first of all, before I switch over, great game by Tariq Cohen. Hold on, we're gonna switch back to the offense real quick. Great game by Tariq Cohen, Mitchell Trubisky, and Adam Shaheen. The rookies came out and played well with Shaheen and Cohen and Trubisky. And Jordan Howard also had a fantastic day. He had 15 carries, 125. Jordan Howard still, and a touchdown. Jordan Howard still showing why he's one of the best backs in the league, man. Howard was running hard all game, except for that 3rd down and 2 play where they ran a read option. Howard went down pretty softly. Trubisky should have kept it on the read option. We know that. But it just wound up not going in our favor for that way. Looked like Howard kind of got him. He got stopped pretty. It looked like he just went down pretty easy. I don't know if he just gassed or what, but I don't know what wound up leading to that for the Lions drive. I don't know. They went down and scored. I don't know really the situation. I don't recall what it was, but yeah. And then Cohen, man. I got two things with Cohen. One, Cohen did a great job running the ball for the most part. Glad Dow Loggins finally decided to involve him back into the offense. Hadn't seen him in weeks. Finally started to see what Cohen can do again. Hey, I mean, Cohen was limited to punt returns and kick returns these last couple of games. And last week he only played on 3 drives. Oh, not 3 drives, 13 plays. I don't know where I got 3 drives from. But yeah, 13 plays last week. Definitely played a lot more today. Took 9 carries this game. And he's also involved in the pass game and the touchdown Tariq Cohen did. Oh man, that was a nice touchdown. When you're looking at it, you're like, oh my goodness, no, he's extending the ball for the power line. Did you not learn last week what Benny Cunningham just did when he fumbled the ball at the power line? But you notice Cohen had possession the entire time. He wasn't letting go of that ball. And he wound up diving in there for that touchdown. And then his little celebration afterwards, man, that had me hyped too. But yeah. Cohen, but the second part about Cohen, keep your butt in the end zone, man. We love you, dog. You ball out almost. You give it your all every game. But, dude, keep your butt in the end zone. There's no reason that we need to go. You're 6, 7 yards deep. And I'm always going to be on this with any return person. You're that dang deep. Keep your butt in the end zone. Get the ball at the 25-yard line. Cohen, the Bears were used to having a guy like Devin Hester being able to break anything loose at any time. Now, we know Cohen has that kind of capability. Problem is, we don't know if you have that capability in the return game. I mean, you have to break one loose on a punt return or a kick return. Oh, yeah. And on a punt return, man, you got to do better, man. You got to catch the ball when it's at the 10-yard line or something. When it bounced, he let it bounce. The ball wound up dropping out at the 3 or the 2-yard line. Like, dude, you got to catch those. If it's inside the 5, okay. But when it's at like the 10-yard line, you got to go ahead and fair catch it and just catch the ball. But yeah, keep your butt in the end zone, man. It's the same thing I had with Deontay Thompson when he was a part of the team. Keep your butt in the end zone. You get the ball at the 25. Only reason you should be returning it is unless you have to return it when the ball doesn't make it to the end zone. Take the ball at the 25-yard line. You limit penalties. You limit possibly turning the ball over. Take the ball to the 25 and take a simple knee down. Oh, man, it's a rant for this one, you guys. It is a rant. But anyway, Cohen, outside of the return, Cohen played a pretty good game. He played a good game. Anyway, like I said, going to go ahead and transition to the defense. Defense was led by Christian Jones in tackles with a total of 8. He had 6 solo. He also had a sack. But I thought if you thought last week was their worst performance, I think this week might have been the worst performance the defense played. I mean, there were games, against Green Bay and in Tampa early in the year, but those games really weren't the defense fault. They were on the field all day long in those games, so I mean, there's not much you could do. Mike Glennon was turning the ball over, but now, I mean, this game on the offense, I mean, there was a few drives here and there where the offense didn't, hold the ball too long, but I don't think the offense had too many problems. I don't really remember them having too many 3 and outs on the day. They did a fairly efficient job moving the ball. Right, but the defense, I don't know if this is on Fangio or who, but consistently, man, I think this one got to go on Fangio, because consistently they were rushing either 3 or 4 guys. When they got to Stafford was getting up limping when he was taking those shots. So I don't understand what caused the switch into them saying, okay, yeah, we're hitting Stafford, but let's keep dropping back 7 to 8 guys, even though we're not getting pressure with our front 4 like at all during the game. So, and then when they did get pressure on Stafford, when they sent multiple guys, you could see Stafford was struggling a little bit. And then, but my biggest issue was with the secondary. Secondary was letting guys run wide open all day long, and part of that's to the linebackers too. And really, I don't know if it was really, I don't know how much blame goes on to the safeties at all, because you really don't see them too often in the plays, but Marcus Cooper, Kyle Fuller, they didn't really have a good game, especially when they were playing in zone. I credit some of that to those linebackers too. Christian Jones and Nick Kwiatkowski, they didn't do that great of a job in coverage either. I mean, it was pretty ugly throughout that game, man. I mean, Matthew Stafford picking a zone here, boom, finding Marvin Jones, picking a zone there, finding Marvin Jones, boom, picking another zone there, finding Golden Tate, boom, picking another zone. Ebron, it was just countless guys wide open, just sitting in the zones, and it just looked easy out there. It looked extremely easy out there for Stafford, and that's a shame because the Lions don't have a running attack. They have literally no rushing attack whatsoever, and you know they're gonna pass the ball. Yeah, they just couldn't figure it out. Lions finished this game with 65 rushing yards. You know they're gonna pass. Like, how are you not prepared to defend the pass? It was so wide open, and it was one drive. I believe it. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. Yeah, one drive the Lions were backed up. I believe they had a penalty that backed them up. It was a screen pass. I think they hit the Golden Tate. Yeah, they hit a screen pass to Golden Tate. He got up the field. It came back for a penalty. Wound up bagging them into like the 10-yard line or something like that. And I want to say, I don't know if we got a sack. It was like 3rd down and 15, whatever it was, at the 10 or 5-yard line. And then Leonard Floyd came in on one play. It was like, first off, it was like 2nd and 15. Leonard Floyd came in, almost sacked Stafford. I mean, he almost got him too. And like it was maybe like another, if he had 1 second, maybe even half a second, he probably would have stripped Stafford because he got his hand on, Floyd got his hand on Stafford's hand, forced the ball to be an incompletion. So if he would have had maybe a half second, might have got a strip sack, ball could have fell in the end zone, whatever. Stafford was just able to get it off. Well, 3rd down and 15, I want to say they sent pressure. Anyway, pocket collapses. Stafford just floats a ball to his man. And this guy, I want to say, I don't know if it was Marvin Jones or not. But regardless, he floats it over there to the right side of the field. And that ball was in the air for a good 5 to 10 seconds, it felt like. That ball just kept floating and floating, and it finally got there. And it wound up catching it for a 1st down. Like, literally, it was just a blind throw. All right, look, I'm just going to chuck it there. Maybe nothing bad happens. I mean, you're taught to just either throw those passes away or just eat the sack. But, of course, Marcus Cooper's over there in coverage, nowhere near his guy, and winds up giving up the 1st down catch. Dude catches it and just falls down. And it's just like, really, Marcus Cooper? Like, seriously? 3rd down and 15? That's a play, man. The way that was, I mean, he got broke off on the route. I mean, the way that play was, you should have had a pick six the way that ball was floating through the air. That should have been a pick six walking into the end zone, but no. Lions catch it, get the 1st down, move the sticks, and they just start picking the defense apart. And then Marcus Cooper, the same drive. Marcus Cooper then gives up an easy wide open touchdown. I want to say he got broke off on a double move, and Marvin Jones just walked right into the end zone. I mean, it was not Cooper or Kyle Fuller's best day. Kyle Fuller made a play here and there. It was ugly. Last 2 games secondary, you can definitely tell. Outside of Prince Amukamara, from what I'm aware of, I feel like Amukamara still has been playing a very solid game week in and week out. I don't know how many times he was targeted, but I felt like he was doing his job. I know they called a PI. I want to say they called a pass interference on him. But they said he hooked the guy's arm. I was like, man, that was the first off, the pass was overthrown. Another thing, it was a freaking, I mean, you've seen a lot worse. We have seen a lot worse than what that pass interference crap they called on that. I mean, then you got Chris Spielman over there. I mean, you know, he's a homer anyway. So, I mean, talking about, oh, yeah, that's a great call. That's definitely pass interference, passing. You can hear him getting happy throughout the entire game. He was just sitting there cheering for his Lions throughout. It's like, dude, shut up. Like Chris Spielman, shut up. We all heard you throughout this entire broadcast almost. Just sitting here loving your dang Lions, bro. Like, you don't need to be hearing all that. You're supposed to be neutral anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that was his 3rd game watching the Bears anyway. So, you know, that was his 3rd game in 4 weeks. So, you know, he was probably tired of watching the Bears anyway. So, that's probably why he was happy to see his Lions playing anyway. So, yeah, defense, you guys got a lot to do, especially in the secondary. Outside of Amukamara, I mean, like I said, I don't know really what the safeties did between Eddie Jackson and Adrian Amos, or Amos, however you pronounce Adrian's name. But yeah, I just don't know what they're gonna do. It looks like Amos has 6 tackles on this, so Amos was all over the place. from what it looks like. But yeah, defense gotta find something. They definitely need another corner, because I just don't see them bringing Kyle Fuller back. I mean, Kyle Fuller had a strong first 8 weeks of the season, and then these last 2 weeks, man, dude, you look like the old Kyle Fuller. Trash. You look like trash. You're missing tackles. I don't know what drive it was on. I want to say it was the drive they got it might have been the drive they got the force. I don't know if it was when they got the strip sack or not. It may have not been, but Kyle Fuller in perfect position to make the tackle just got shaked out of his boots. I don't know if it was Amir Abdullah or whoever the other, or Theo Riddick. Somebody shook the mess out of Kyle Fuller. And then the next thing, Kyle Fuller wound up ending the season for Leonard Floyd this year. Wound up, once again, he whiffed on the tackle and wound up taking Leonard Floyd's knee out. And more than likely, Leonard Floyd probably tore his ACL. More than likely. And now, Leonard Floyd's speed is going to be affected by that. And we just pray that this is not another freaking Kevin White situation. My goodness. But yeah. Thanks, Kyle Fuller, man. You definitely helped us out with that one, didn't you, bro? You definitely helped us out. You wound up taking out probably their best pass rusher. Oh, boy. But yeah, that's going to wind up wrapping it up today, you guys. Bears lose once again. It's a 3-game losing streak. 3-7 on the year. What's crazy? They had a chance to win this one. Detroit wasn't just crazy impressive except for in the passing game, but that's always Detroit's motto. I mean, they're going to be passing the ball. As long as Stafford's their quarterback, he's going to be slinging that rock. Yeah, tough loss, 27-24 final. Thank you, Connor Barth, for being a member of the Bears, because you were the absolute worst of the day if you had to ask me out of everybody. I don't care if he did hit that one field goal, whatever the heck he hit early in the game. You missed the biggest one, and you weren't even close. Wasn't a 60-yarder, wasn't a 50-yarder. It was a 47-yarder. And when Ryan Pace came in, raved about, it was 46, 47-yarder, whatever. Raved about how automatic he is with inside 50. That's a joke. That's a flat-out joke. But yeah, you guys, I do want to say thank you all very much for listening. Another tough loss once again. If you guys did enjoy the podcast, make sure you guys hit the like button and leave a comment. Let me know your Bears thoughts on this one, man. It was another tough one, and it's rough. It is definitely rough being a Bears fan. And let me know, you guys rooting for losses now? I'm not. I'm never going to root for my Bears to lose. But hey, if you guys are rooting for losses, then hey, more power to you. They probably will end up with a high draft pick like you're going to want anyway. Definitely probably see 2 more wins. They're definitely probably going to beat Cleveland. They're probably going to beat San Francisco. They probably will wind up beating Cincinnati. You never know what Cincinnati Bengals team is going to show up. But I'm liking what's going on with Trubisky. He's definitely the bright spot of this team, and he's the future. The rookies played well for the most part offensively. Unfortunately, came down to the leg of Connor Barth. And you knew, I think everybody knew that he wasn't going to make that field goal. Maybe not going to miss it that badly, but I think everybody knew he wasn't making that. But yeah, thank you all very much for listening. If you enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with more Chicago Bears podcasts after the game. And I'm out till next time, everybody. Peace.